Welcome guys to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Zenith. The process I will show everything you need, all the materials, everything you gotta get through. With that said, smash like and subscribe and let's get right on in with the video. Alright, when you're in the game in Terraria, you're gonna get the Copper Shortsword. So this is the first ingredient. So you can either keep it or just save it for later. So this is how you get the first sword. If you're in journey mode, you will have to go mine some copper. You can find it pretty easily, so don't worry about that. So if you have any problems finding copper, just try to mine. You can even find it in chests or in other convenient places. So here I'm gonna go explore. As you can see, some copper left around. There's basically copper everywhere. So this is how you get the first sword. Once you're in the world, you want to start going the east direction, so this way, because that's where the sword is. Okay, once you're in the dungeon is here in the snow in the snow biome. You'll be in the right direction, so just follow it. Then just follow the lead until you find large trees, very large trees. Here we go. Now we found those trees. Alright, so we wanna go ahead, and you'll see that right here there's already a small hole. We're gonna go right in. I believe it should be down here somewhere. And here we go. Here you have the sword. Usually you will get a 98% chance to find the sword. So what I mean by 98% is that there's a chance that you won't get an enchanted sword, but you will get an Arcnyx. It's even more rare than this sword, so if you find it, don't be sad. It's pretty cool. Once you get the enchanted sword, you'll be ready for the next item. Alright, before you go into hard mode, that means beating the lot of flesh, you wanna be sure that you have all the items necessary for the Night Sedge. So the Night Sedge is one of the items that we will be using to create the Terra Blade. The Terra Blade will be one of the items that we will also use to finally create the Zenith. So the items you need for the Night Sedge yeah, I think it's the Night Sedge. You need the Muramasa, Fiery Sword, the Grass Sword, and the Light Bane or the Blood Butcher. So we're in the jungle, and we're gonna go get some items. It was 50 stingers and jungle spores. So you will have to get 15 stingers and jungle spores, craft them in an anvil, and you will get the blade of grass. Next up in line is the blood butcher. You can either get the blood butcher or the light spin. That's all depending on your world. If your world is corrupted by the purple stuff, then that means that you are more likely to get the light spin. And if your world is corrupted by crimson, like I am, the red one, you are more likely to get the blood butcher. Both of these are you can get both of these by defeating the respective bosses, and being for the crimson being the brain of Cthulhu, or for the corruption being the Eater of Worlds. So you can initiate the boss spawn by destroying one of the huts. Once you start it, you basically have to kill it. to go to the dungeon and challenge Skeletron. Why do you need to do this? It's because we need to actually get inside the dungeon. So do your best and find him well. Once you have defeated him, the dungeon will be open to you. And so now, you can go safely into the dungeon without having a dungeon guardian killing you. Dungeon guardians are almost impossible, impossible basically, if you do them pre-hard mode. Be careful, many traps await you in the dungeon, so death won't be a stranger name. As you can see here, I don't know how I got it first try, so that's one sword more for a list. Alright, as you can see here, I already have the items for these, so I can craft a blade of Butchere with 12 jungle spores and 12 stingers. Oh, that's actually less. So here we have it. With 30 Criminite ore, you will be able to craft Criminite bars. So craft as fast as you can. And with only 10 you will be able to craft the Blood Butcher or the Knight's Edge in either your case. Now for the last piece. For this one we will have to travel. We will have to travel all to the underworld. Alright, one thing that I forgot, always make sure to watch the video before this. So is that you will be more likely to keep some of the Criminite from the Blood Butcher, because you might want to make the Deathbringer. You can craft the Deathbringer by using Criminite ore and tissue as samples. You want to use that for later on. Now the only thing we have left to do is just mine straight down and go to hell. Once you arrive in hell, you want to be really careful for all traps stumbling. Okay. So, and what you need to mine is hellstone. You will need. Once you come back with your hellforge, 60 hellstone and 20 obsidian, you will be able to upgrade. First of all, upgrade your furnace. Boom. And craft your hellstone bars. Once you have 20 bars, you'll be presented with multiple items such as the Molten Grace, Molten Breastplate, armors, and some other stuff, but what we really need is just a Fiery Greatsword. Once you have that, congratulations, you have all the items required for the Knight's Edge. Once you have all of the items, go to nearby Demon Aethlar. So mine will be right here. You cannot craft this sword on a normal iron anvil or lead anvil. You'll need a Demon Aethlar. Once you have this, you can craft your Knight's Edge, and congratulations, Beekeeper. So to get the easiest way to get the Beekeeper is by creating a new world, making it classic, small, and writing this seed. Not the bees is actually a trophy that you can get when you defeat Queen Bee. So as an Easter egg, it now is seeds. So if you click create, it will generate bees, and lots of them. Alright, now I'm gonna go into B world. I know my character and already have the Zenith, but what you wanna do is that what you wanna do in this world, since we have many queen bees, you wanna go down. Unfortunately, we didn't get Beekeeper, but I mean, I already got it, so all you gotta do is keep trying again until you get the Beekeeper. Alright, as you can see right here, you will be able to find floating island, and the easiest way to find these is by using gravitational potions. All you need to do is press up and you will change direction. So when you find one of these, you might not always find the star red, but do not worry, you always have a second chance. As you can see here, I got the Star Fury. It's actually Star Fury. So the Star Fury is a pretty good solid weapon for pre-Hardmode, and will be one of the items that you will need for. Next in business will be to start your Hardmode. It will be to put your world in Hardmode. So if you guys don't know, the way you do that is that you have to defeat the Wall of Flesh. To initiate the boss attack, you will want to throw the voodoo doll in the lava, either by pressing your Once the boss fight starts, you will have to be careful not to die, but to kill it at the same time. Once you have defeated her, the world will be, congratulations, your world is on Hardmode. So take whatever you need to take, and let's go back home. Alright, once you are done with that, you will have your 4 items, which we still need a little bit more items for this. So next up will be to summon, since we already defeated the Wall of Flesh. Next thing in line will be to challenge the mechanical bosses. So the mechanical skull, which summons Skeleton Prime, will be mostly your hardest enemy, so maybe leave it for the last. The mechanical one will be the mechanical one that summons the destroyer will be a piece of cake if you use the dealer's storm bow and some holy arrows. So why holy arrows? Because once you do one, it launches stars at the same time, which is super useful because he's very long range. You can also use the dealer's storm bow for the mechanical eye, or you could go with a mega shock, which is also craftable after you defeat the mechanical one. So we're gonna prepare for the fights. Alright, so for the destroyer you really want to use the dealer's stumble, and for the 2 others, so the Skeleton Prime and the twins, you want to use the Mega Shock with some combination of, I know it says Unreal, I shouldn't have Unreal, I just went to a server to get these. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it won't do 22 range damage, don't worry. Just a lag server. But you wanted to use this because it decreases either target defense, or you can get, the cursed bullet is not that good actually. So it's better that you go with Core. It will be your best bet. With that said, let's start the fights. get some Hallowed Paws and some Souls of Might. Next, I didn't have potions. Okay. Next, let's fight the twins. Alright, we have defeated, and this one as well gives us some Hallowed Paws and some Source of Sight. Next up, the Mechanical Scroll. Like that, the jungle grows restless and Skeleton Prime has been defeated. Alright, so here I am. Gonna bind these and replace them with an Ever Forge and an Orange Flame Forge. So now I can craft many items, such as all of these items here. But oh my god. Sorry. But what we really need is this Excalibur. So as you can see here, it says material, and we'll just put it right there. And that's another item. Another item you might consider making is the pickaxe or the Drax. Either one is good for you. So yeah, now the next thing in line, since we have all of these swords, is to wait for a solar eclipse. Now in this event, you will want to either have to wait. You'll have to wait for a while, that's for sure. But do not worry, it's not that bad. And here we go. A solar eclipse is happening. Yeah. So you will have to beat Mothron. Your Mothron will give you some really good items, but from one of them, the one we really need, is the Broken Hero Sword. We'll need exactly 2 of them to craft the Terra Blade. Once you get your 2 Broken Hero Swords, you'll want to craft the True Excalibur and the True Night's Edge. Afterwards, just after that, you'll be able to craft your own Terra Blade. This weapon is super good, like ridiculously good. I'm actually using it. Next up in line will be to fight Plantera. Plantera can be fought in the jungle region. So be really careful now in the jungle, because many mobs that will kill you almost instantly will try to attack you. That was really lucky, but here we go. Here we have one. This is what a Plantera pulp looks like. If you attack it with a sword, you don't have to worry, it won't spawn. It's not that fragile. One thing that I recommend is making a little arena first. Once you defeat her, you will get a 30% chance to get the Seedler. The Seedler is an 84 melee damage weapon. It has 20% critical strike chance. It has a fast speed, strong knockback, and it's the material we need. It's a really good weapon. Yes. Alright, the next weapon will be the Horseman's Blade. I think that's it. So to craft it, you will have to use hollowed bars, ectoplasm, and pumpkins. Pumpkins you can find. You can grow them with pumpkin seeds that what NPC it's called? That the dryad sells. So you have to grow them. Ectoplasms can be found in the jungle. So in the dungeon after defeating Plantera, and while the hollow bars you already did, so there's no surprise there. All you have to craft now is the pumpkin die. This item will summon pumpkin. Alright, once it's nighttime, you wanna start the frost the pumpkin moon. And once you start the pumpkin moon, you wanna fight. Okay, so you have to go to a number of rounds. Oh, yeah, you wanna be careful with him. So he will have a chance to drop the sword that you will need. If you're done with all this thing, you will probably get the soul. So this is the whole sword we need. Once you have defeated the golem, the next item you will have to get will be the Martian. So you can get this item by defeating the Martian sorcerer. It has a chance to drop, and it's a really good sword. So here it is. It's called the Influx Waver, and this will be another sword that we will use for our final item. The last two items are Moonlord related. So Moonlord means the last boss in the game. You can summon him by going to the dungeon and, well, beating him. So I already have my armor and everything. I will use a Celestial Seagull to spawn him. You are usually supposed to first beat the Lunatic, which I will show on screen. Then the 4 pillars. The Celestial Pillar, the Solar Pillar, the Vortex Pillar, and the Nebulous Pillar. So I chose the Vortex, the Solar Armor, and I'm going to defeat the Moonlord. Of course, the Moonlord is the last boss in the game. The music has stopped. Everything is getting ready. That's it. Here we go. Now I got the Restless Meowmere, which will be the beforehand. Like, it will, okay. So you will need the Meowmere, and the last sword, which is also which you can also acquire from the Moon Lord, is the Star Wrath. So both of these swords will be dropped from Moon Lord, and they're pretty powerful. Not as powerful as this one. So if you go to your anvil, you will see that you will be able to craft a Zenith. And congratulations, you just have become the most powerful being in Terraria. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this guide was helpful, smash like and subscribe. And thank you for your support. Until then.